Naomi, if you would record it. Oh, thank you. You beat me to it. Just a quick welcome to all the PEs and our distinguished guest, our district governor, Sandy Matsui, and our immediate past district governor, Naomi. Thank you both for being here. Appreciate it. And for those that don't know, Naomi is my Zoom guru, knowing that my talents are quite limited, but hers are unlimited, so it works out very, very well. So I wanted to give everybody an update. I sent the agenda, and the agenda is longer than what I hope to talk, unless you folks have a lot of questions. I was at the Southwest Pets Planning Committee meeting this past Saturday. Turned out quite well. I think we're in tune for a very, very, very good pets event come 24 to 27 February. You know, I just really like the hotel, and you know, I knock on wood every time I say something like that, because then something goes wrong. But the hotel seems to be very, very accommodating. I think much more accommodating than DoubleTree at Far West Pets. They have a tremendous amount of room in this hotel. The hotel is huge. Hence the reason why you can bring your spouse and significant other to Pets, whereas we've never been able to do that before, which is huge, I think. So the whole event, I think, is going to be, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be educational. You know, and as I was telling the AGs, you know, my goal is that I want to really be the culminating event to bring in the team together. And I'm going to lean very, very heavily on the AGs to help me build that team, because you can't build the team just one up. So going to lean very heavily on the AGs to help me make that happen. Let's see. You know, I need all the PEs, and you know, we have 33 online today. Not all PEs, but a good number online. And the beauty of what we're doing is everything is recorded. So if you can't, if one of your peers can't make the live meeting, they can very easily tune in at their convenience, review the minutes, and get the crux of what we're talking about. Of course, my preference is to have you live and in person, or live on Zoom. Actual preference is in person, but that's not practical at this time anyway. So I need the PEs to start to confirm you know, your dates for attending Pets. I can tell you right now, the airfares just went up this past week by about $90. Jamie had just sent me a note today. Last week, the airfares round trip to LA, it was under $200. It was $190 round trip to LA. Now it's went up $90, so it's $280, which is still a pretty good price. And of course, as the closer you get to that event date, those prices will go up exponentially. So I would encourage the PEs to go ahead, make the reservations. And the good thing about y'all making your reservations is you commit to being at Pets, and you've marked that on your calendar, and I know you're good to go to be at Pets. So that's a good thing for all of us. You know, I know we have some Hana-Ho presidents for PEs, you know, and for the Hana-Ho presidents, you know, I highly encourage those to attend Pets, but the piece that is most important is every president must attend Pets. But we do have a couple of PEs that have already attended Pets. So they're not required to attend, but I would highly encourage them to take all the pre-pets training and everything that all the PEs are doing, because I think it will set you up for success for your year. And then if you can't make it, you know, so be it, and we'll work around it. So if any PE is not planning on attending the Southwest Pets, please let me know as soon as you possibly can. So I can either arrange for you to get into another Pets, which there are, you know, they're all over the United States and the world. But, you know, I do have one PE that's already scheduled to attend Northwest Pets. Much prefer that they attend Southwest Pets with the rest of us, but that's okay. You know, I understand people have commitments and stuff. So, you know, we just make do, you know, for those folks. You know, we all have commitments. So we can make other arrangements. That's not a problem. Our theme for Pets is going to be Together We Can. And it's going to have a bit of an environmental twist to it, and that's where it ties into Nainoa Thompson and his PBS and stuff, and what, you know, their goal and what they you know, talk about as far as the environment and what we can do together to make a difference. So that's going to be our thing. But I did get a bit of bad news today that Nainoa Thompson may not be able to make it. So I'm going to have to scramble to find another keynote speaker. But we will have a keynote speaker along those lines that's going to hit our message with us at Pets. The Pet starts Friday, 9 a.m. On the 27th. And no, on the 25th, and then it ends on the 27th, Sunday at noon. So make your travel plans according to, you know, being there. You know, there's opportunities to do red eyes into LA and be at Pets by time for the event, but I wouldn't recommend that you do a red eye coming in and then having to be up all day long and energized and taking in everything that's happening at Pets, and don't want people falling asleep at the table, especially the evening table. So make your flights accordingly. Inform your PEs or your AGs. So they can keep everybody in the loop on when you're going to arrive, because we will receive folks. Most people that have booked so far had booked the flight that gets them in about 3:30 in the afternoon. Leaves a little early, 8 o'clock from Honolulu. For us on neighbor islands, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning for me and Ted and the guys from Kauai and Maui. Maui might get a more direct flight, but I know for the Big Island, we got to leave at 6 in the morning, connecting Honolulu. But the great thing is you're there at 3:30. You know, we'll get a bite to eat and relax and stuff before, and then head off to bed. Because the later flight gets in like 11:30 p.m. So I'm a early riser and early to bed kind of guy, so that one didn't work well for me at all. But we'll have a reception room set up for everybody, regardless of what time you come in. So let's see. Registration for Pets is still not open yet. It should open here in the next week or so. They had a bit of a glitch on the updating their website and stuff, and so they're moving over to DACDB to be their engine for their website and stuff for registration. So that should open up within the next week or so. And the registration from the time it opens until the 31st of January is going to be $720. And then on the first, no, 720 until the 31st of December. 1st of January, it jumps up to 820. And then they will cut it off on the 22nd of or 21st of February. So behooves everybody to register before Christmas, long before Christmas, get your airline reservations and everything done, and get your registrations in. Jennifer Jones is still on tap to be our keynote speaker on Sunday morning. So that worked out really, really well, because normally at PETS, people have a tendency to not show up on Sunday morning and kind of wander off. But with Jennifer Jones as the keynote speaker, we anticipate most everybody's going to stick around and listen to what Jennifer's got to say, which I'm positive is going to be a very, very inspiring and uplifting. I've met Jennifer a few times, and she's just a very, very delightful person. And I think everybody's really going to enjoy her as the Rotary International president. Spouse prices is $335. That's for the meals and stuff. So, you know, by all means, bring your spouses, because all the PEs have private rooms, separate rooms, unlike in San Jose, where we all had to share rooms. In LA, all the PEs have separate rooms. So, you know, feel free to bring your significant other and let them be a part of what we're doing at PETS. I think most of you should have received the PETS Connect last week, which was a e-newsletter that came out from Southwest PETS. It was kind of brief, but you'll receive one of those a month that will just keep you updated on what's going on in PETS and what you can anticipate. We will do pre-PETS on the 12th of February, 9 a.m. to noon. But I anticipate that we will get through that even earlier. But the key for us at pre-PETS is to make sure that you're all ready for PETS. And if you've got all the pre-work done, we'll be able to move through pre-PETS pretty fast and just talk about arrival times and, you know, expectations and what we're going to do on stage and all of that, because we still have Saturday morning as District 5000's time period that we'll march all 53 presidents up on stage, minus a couple that can't make it, and we'll have our celebration at that time, a video and a lot of hoopla to get everybody's energy level up and tracking with our theme. One of the things that I'm doing during my year is a little bit different than what we've done in the past. Is we're going to have PEAG socials in each one of the AG areas, and really what that's all about is team building and bringing us all together in an informal social environment to find out what's going on, what your challenges are, and then just have some fellowship, which I think is the key to building Rotary, growing Rotary, is that you have a strong fellowship. So we're going to work on that, and we'll start those in December. We'll give the AGs a chance to talk about what they consider their plans and challenges are for the upcoming year, and then we'll give all the PEs a chance to do the same thing. Just want to make sure everybody understands that this does not replace the DG visits. I plan to do in-person DG visits with every club in the district. This is just to start to build that team before our year as DG and PE or president. Then I listed the dates on the minutes that I sent out or on the agenda. Those are flexible, and the key is that everybody get a chance to participate in those events. Our district shirts, just real quickly, Connie Ichinosi and Naomi are helping me with that because I don't really have any fashion sense whatsoever. So they're helping me pick out a district shirt. The one we thought that we were going to do, they don't have the material for anymore. So we thought we had kind of had a rotary colors and everything, and we were going to be all set. But unfortunately, didn't have those that material available. But we're meeting with Robert hopefully this week to further discuss some of the new materials and stuff that he was supposed to have in. But my goal is to make sure that I have shirts available on the website fairly soon, within the next few weeks, and then that I'm able to deliver them whenever I do my AGP's social visits. So everybody's got the shirt whenever it comes to pets, and we do our group picture all in the same Aloha shirt. And that is mostly what I have. And we will do these PD meetings first Monday, 6 p.m. Until we get up to and after pets, just to keep everybody tracking on what's going on. So 15 minutes in, I will entertain any questions that anybody might have on what we got coming up and what the plans are and stuff.
Hey, Randy, it's Chemo.
Thank you.
Hey, you said 24th is Thursday.
Yeah.
25th is Friday.
Yeah.
You really want us to roll in on Thursday, be ready to go Friday morning at 9 a.m. Is that the deal?
Yeah, that's the deal, because we kick things off at 9 a.m. On Friday. So if you're a night owl and you don't mind coming in on that late flight, that's fine. We'll still have somebody there to receive you and give you your keys and all that kind of stuff. But most of us, I think, will arrive about 3:30 in the afternoon.
So we'll be in time for you serving some red wine or California wine Thursday afternoon or Thursday evening.
For the ones that come in early, for the ones that come in late, yeah, you may not catch me there. But I do have a commitment Thursday evening and stuff with the other DGs and stuff. But I will definitely be around and in the room for once I get back from that event.
Okay, well, I can handle a California wine. Thank you.
Randy, this is Lila. So just to summarize, we have to register when the link is open, and Naomi said she's going to send us a link. Okay. We make our airline reservations. The hotel you will take care of? Well,
yeah. When there's two different things that you're doing. The hotel for Friday night, Saturday night is covered in your registration. And then for Thursday night's hotel, whenever you go to the website, once it's available, you will select an extra night. Okay. And you can stay beyond that or come earlier than that if you like. It's on your dime, but they will give you that option.
Super. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, Lila. Any other questions? I know Naomi and Benson have all kinds of material that they want to go over tonight. So if there are no other questions, and feel free to reach out to me, if something comes to mind or your question or concern or whatever, send me an email, give me a call. It's absolutely not a problem, anytime.
Okay, and I want to add for pets, there is a track for spouses if the spouses want to go to classes, but they can have, if they buy the meal package, they can have their meals with us. There is also a Hana Hou track for presidents who are returning. So it would be really good if Hanaho presidents can go also, because you can share your experience with all of us. So it would be really good to see everybody going. Okay, so on Thursday night, we'll give you the room to go for hospitality, but normally we will give you your folders and your bags to take with you. So there's going to be a bag for you to put in all of your goodies in it, because there will be vendors and you can buy all of your pins and shirts and a lot of stuff there, the logo, all of the logo stuffs. And they usually have a discount there too. So you can get your pins for your officers and really cool things with logos on it. Okay, but Benson's out of kind of under the weather today, so sorry you got me to do the PowerPoint. And what we wanted to do was kind of go over what the lessons were for September and see if there were any questions. So if we can take the content and kind of break it down as we go along, then it's not all at once that you're getting all of the content. We want to make sure that the courses you take are under your belt, that you got it, and you can ask all the questions you want right now. We can help you with that. So let me share my screen, because what we've done is we have worked with Rotary to create a learning plan. So the learning plan is going to be on your dashboard. So you won't, when you go to the Learning Center, there's those three streaks on the top left. When you click on it for the menu, it's going to have this list of things. Go to My Dashboard, and all of the courses that you have for pets. So it's actually 6 courses. And then we added President's Basics and Rotary Club Central on there. And so you can see what courses are coming up and what you need to finish, because it'll show that you're in progress or not started. Okay, so when you got all of those done, you can binge on all of the other courses in the Learning Center. But we thought that if we do a dashboard for you, it's a little easier to find your courses. Okay, so we'll send you this link. This is the link to go to the course. But if you just go to Learning Center, click on My Dashboard, it'll come up. It'll say District 5000 President-elect Training. Okay, so trying to make it easy for you. But the lessons for last month, for September, they were strategies for attracting new members. And how did you like that video with this guy? Wasn't it funny? This guy? Okay, so that was kind of exaggerated, right, on what can happen for a new member, but sometimes it does happen. And so there's a balance on what you need to do for welcoming someone and making sure that they got the right first impression. And even on Zoom, you know, there's still this this thing where we should be welcoming people, making them feel that they can be a part of your club, integrating them into the club's culture, but on the same time, not trying to harass them too much so that they get scared off. So the laws of attraction, that was kind of a fun video to watch. So why is it important to attract new members and retain new members? So these are some of the reasons that are reasonable that you all thought about. You know, increasing our impact, more hands to do projects, sustainability, continuity, young ideas, being innovative, developing leaders, more people to work on the board and be president in a couple of years, fellowship. But these are some of the reasons that you would attract. So I know you guys know all of this stuff. So I wanted to ask you, how can you find new members? Okay, so I want to do a breakout, or if you want to do it in the chat, what do you think? How can we find new members? How do we?
We had spent Easter vacations up on the top of Coquet, up the Coquet cabins.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it.
Straight up.
I love this
Beautiful.
island. Mark Twain said it best. You go to heaven, I'll stay right here.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like everybody's back. And there was a question about if the club was not able to come up with the money for sending a president to pets. what would happen. So please, if anyone has that situation, please talk to Randy and let's see what we can do. Okay. I bet there was a lot of discussion on how to get new members. And let's give them all to Sandy so she can know what we're going to do to get new members. So what were some creative new ideas? Room one, want to share?
Room one.
I guess I'll lead off for room
us,
one,
yeah.
and then everybody else chime in if I miss anything. We had quite a good list of ideas. One is forming new Interact clubs and getting parents involved as well, with a network of including the interactors and their parents. On Maui, Upcountry ran a very successful contest among the members to go out and find new members and bring them in. I'm told that was a very lively competition and very successful. There was a golf tournament with a solicitation of volunteers, and some of those volunteers became members. There was an exposition a couple years ago called Young at Heart, and there was a Rotary booth, and it was an opportunity to talk to people that we don't normally talk to about Rotary and entice them to become Rotarians. One of the clubs has a packet for their speakers where they offer a free lunch ticket to come back to another meeting and get to know more about Rotary. We've had clubs who have gotten leads through the Rotary International website and our district website, where people just do Google searches on social organizations or service organizations, and clubs have followed up and turned those leads into members. My club has had members join us based on our social media and PR efforts, where they've seen us posting about our projects and they reached out and became members. We've got Dave's club with members coming back into the club. They actually created a Zoom level membership at a lower cost and got some people to come back who wanted to meet on Zoom. And having Pauhana events and social activities was another item on the list.
Wow.
Great job.
Wow, yeah. Did you leave anything for anybody else?
No,
He stole ours. Everything he said, we said too.
well, he did say that Wendy won the contest, though.
I didn't say Wendy was the contest winner right here.
Yeah,
But
Wendy
I
had a
did.
goal. Wendy had a goal of 2 a month, right, Wendy? So go get them. Okay, so what about room two?
I think
Any
that
other-
was us. Was
Okay,
that us? I think that was us.
it was.
Okay, and Wendy, well, we had Wendy with us. So adding to the list, friends and partners. And so one of our teammates said that now she knows that her friends have partners. And so the partners now get asked also to become members. Posting activities on social media, our activities. And when the friends say, well, I want to do that too, then say, well, come down and join us. We ask the speakers, when the speakers come to speak as a guest presenter at our club, they don't leave without being asked to become a member. And other ideas is, of course, asking people in the organizations that we're already with, aside from Rotary, but also asking school principals, even elementary school. If you don't have early act, that's fine, but elementary, middle, and ask them to become, at least come for lunch or breakfast or dinner, and then ask them to become a member because of what our focus on youth activities. I think it's important to share with people what's in it for them.
Yes. Yep. Value proposition. Okay, room three.
I don't remember if I'm in room 3 or if I'm in room 4.
Well, room three was Allie, Joy, Kelsey, Lisa, Lynn, Mike, Terry Lowe.
Nope, that's not me.
Kelsey?
Sure. I think everyone had a really good, we had a great discussion, and I feel like all the points have been previously mentioned. But then we also towards the end, we got into the topic of corporate membership. And that's a great, untapped opportunity, I think, for all clubs is, there's a lot of major corporations out there right now and individuals, they have Zoom fatigue, but large companies, they don't have Zoom fatigue right now. They're trying to get back out there. So I think that's a great opportunity, personally, that I wasn't 100% familiar with before. So it was a great conversation.
Thanks, Kelsey. And Kelsey, you got a secret weapon. They got you, and you've got a lot of friends. So
I don't know about that.
okay, so room 4, Anne Marie, Bruce, Connie, Cindy, Dawn.
Bruce Fink?
Bruce Fink?
I think that was room 4. I think I was in that room.
Yeah, Adrian's doing it for us.
Yeah, Adrian's doing it. Adrian and Connie.
Yeah, well, Ann will chime in. All good points. I hope we get a printout of all these points. We emphasized bring one. If you are one, bring one. And maybe give some sort of a reward, whether it's just a candy bar or even a gift certificate to someone in the club who brings in a new member. And then we were talking about public relations and more advertising. And we had this idea about in any venue, whether it's social media or every small little paper in the state where every club contributes or the district contributes to an ad campaign that's sort of something like, did you know about Rotary? Like, did you know that Rotarians were instrumental in the formation of the United Nations? Blah, blah, blah. Did you know that it was Rotary that initiated the fight against polio? Did you know that Rotary is on 5-star Charity Navigator? Did you know that Rotary in Hawaii did this? Did you know that Rotary on Maui did this? Did you know that Rotary was instrumental in this? And repeating it over and over again in some, or having little handouts or something of that sort, that and just and educate new members, but educate members, because a lot of us really don't know our own history. And I think if there were little, you could put little things in some odd newspaper someplace, or there's a lot on social, on the TV, there's a lot of oddball channels, Olelo and everything. It's like,
Adrian,
anyway.
your lesson for October is on public image. So this will be perfect for the next meeting.
Okay.
So save those thoughts. Okay, room 5. Doug?
Actually, I think Mariko was the one that was taking notes.
I was not really taking notes, but I think in many points were similar, including social media, that the use of social media, but also there were comments about how to attract the newcomers to the islands. And one was to go through the realtor members. Realtors are the ones who first get to know about the new people coming to the islands. And then also the member of the homeowners association would know, particularly the president will know who came to the island or to the neighborhood. So just approach these people that these have actually worked. So what else?
Andre gave us the idea of actually going down to the beach and doing a bring one down to the beach and doing a Pauhana down there. And of course, since that's how we spend all of our meetings, everybody want to join us. So.
Thank you. Okay, room 7. David, Jamie, Josh, Mark.
One wants to talk. I will. Actually, we had presidents from Kauai and North Big Island, and the main one was to actually have socials where you can invite people at a very casual way, and they get to meet the members, and the members, get to meet the new people. It seems to work really well that way. And also bringing people again, like to service projects. So it's basically not necessarily a meeting atmosphere, but more social atmosphere where there's more interaction and they can get to know the people in a fun way, in a social way. So that's really what attracts people. And part of, I know David was, I think David, you were mentioning about how to attract the next generation, the younger ones. And so trying to get onto social media and, just seeing how it's, fulfilling and fun. And so it's just trying to replace this generation, which is really important.
Can I add something?
David?
It's like I said before, it's a sales job. We have to sell Rotary to the next generation. And we're trying to do it through e-clubs, through Zoom meetings, through all other kinds of ways to do Rotary. But we just got to do a better sales job of reaching those people.
Right. And David, we've got to close the sale, right? To make sure we hook them in. So great ideas.
By all means. If you don't close the sale, everything is worthless. Gotta get them in there.
Yep.
But I'll tell you, the one other thing, once you get somebody in that's in that age group, you allow them to immerse themselves. If they just moved here, let them get in, because they will eventually meet people that are in their age group. And then that's when you go back and you say, hey, do you know anybody that works at a law office? Or, we really need a lawyer in our club, or we really could use some type of receptionist from construction in our club. That's kind of how you go about doing it in a roundabout way.
Right. Yes.
Can I just add something quickly?
Sure.
Just listening to something you guys mentioned before. We lost a couple of members last year because we weren't meeting in person. And, we didn't have that fun element meeting in person, but we also gained some members. And those are the people that were interested in what Rotary was about, right? Service projects, different things like that we've been involved in. And I think having those projects and doing community and global projects is what kept members also. Those that were there for the social aspects, they didn't stay because we don't really have that as much on Zoom, so I just want to point that out. And also the fact that Rotaract clubs have grown significantly this past year with the whole COVID thing, right? And that the younger generation, they're interested in, ways to help the environment. And that's where we get our younger members, we're getting in, because they want to be out there, serving the homeless, cleaning the beach, planting trees. They want to get out there and do that. And that is what we bring to our club, those service projects.
Exactly. So, talking about looking for the right kind of people, the classification, who are you missing? So that's what David said, if you need a lawyer, someone to fill out your board, that's what we need. But when you talk about the value proposition, Anne Marie, okay, so when you think about how to keep members, okay, so how do you keep them engaged? Go to orientation, making sure that it's the right fit, that they are there for the right reason, getting them on committees, projects, good meetings, good speakers, worthwhile activities like the socials, but really building up that personal connections. So change out the types of meetings you have and make it fun. And what can you do to recognize people or vocations, their achievements? These are all things that you can do in your own club. So I'm trying to rush because at 7 o'clock we have the grant qualifications for anybody who didn't have the 2 going to the session, or if you want to take if you want to do a makeup, then we have that at 7 o'clock with Mark Harbison. But real quick on how to bring value to memberships, because if you have a small club and people are joining and there's not getting enough that they want, think about the discussion groups. There's a discussion group for Rotarians. They can find a group when they go to rotary.org. There's fellowships, action groups, projects, friendship exchange. There's the discussion groups. There's all kinds of groups that are meeting and you can make your own. The fellowships, tons of fellowships. Hey, so Liz, real quick, what is the benefit of being in the Wine Appreciation Fellowship? What does it bring to people?
Well, the first thing I like to tell people is you get the coolest pin in all of Rotary. It's a little teeny corkscrew with a Rotary pin on it. But aside from that, you get education about wine in the form of the newsletter from the international organization and wine activities, wine tastings, virtual wine tastings, wine dinners, both locally and at the international convention. A chance to get together with fellow winos and have a good evening.
Yep. So these are all of the fellowships that are available for people. So they're not getting something from your club. They can join one of these fellowships and meet people from all around the world. These are action groups that they can join as well. These are groups around the focus areas for Rotary. But there's so many things you can do. You can change up the types of meetings that you have, the type of membership you have. We can send you these matrices if you want to see what options there are. If you've got a group that wants to meet on Sunday afternoon, they can maybe do a satellite club. So a lot of things, but think about the flexible meeting options. So today's word of the day, so Benson gives us a word of the day, right? So it's kupu. Kupu means to sprout, to grow, offsprings, to start. So that's what you're doing right now. You are growing. So thanks everybody for being here. I'm going to stop the recording because you got 2 minutes if you want to ask a question of Randy.